Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I hope you are doing good. And today's video is about this very important question which I get a lot is, do I need to be good at sketching if I want to get into design schools? And my answer to that is, it's not very simple, but it depends on the branch that you are applying for. So let's say you are applying for strategic design management, or you're applying for photography, or you're applying for film and video communication, or let's say ceramics. See, in these branches, it's more of hands-on tool work. It's all about camera. It's all about building strategies. For SDM, it's all about working with clay, terracotta, and POP and those kind of ceramic materials. Or in film and video, it's all about the camera, the script, the storyline, the characters. So that time sketching is not a very critical part. But if you are applying for industrial design branches like product design, automotive design, furniture design, or if you are applying into hardcore visual design branches like graphic design or animation, these kind of branches definitely require you to be decent in sketching, if not good. The reason I am saying decent in sketching is because the whole ideation process requires you to sketch. These are the branches which deals with 3D or 2D visuals, right? So let's say this is a bike that I want to design, and if I don't know how to sketch this bike, or if I don't know how to do different details of this bike, so right from the disc brake to the swing arm to the fuel tank, or the overall position of this bike, or the overall wheelbase of this bike, if I don't know these details and how to sketch them, there is no way I can explain my design and convince the other person that my design is better than the other designs, or my designs are much more beautiful and much more appealing than the other person's design. So I think in these branches the sketch part is very critical. Even for ideation, even for you to see your ideas on paper, sketching is very important. Another thing which people ask is how much good you need to be in sketching. So for that I have drawn the same bike. This I did in 15 minutes, 10-15 minutes. So this is the quality which I consider decent, and this is the quality which you should be targeting. If you are good at this much quality, I think this is decent enough to get into a design school. Later on you can definitely improve on this. This is definitely not anything great, but this is something that will definitely help you clear maximum design exams, national and international level. So guys, the point is, in design industry, sketching is definitely a good plus point. Sketching is definitely a must have thing in particularly industrial design branches, and it's not very difficult to learn sketching. Like, I don't see any issues in you not able to learn how to sketch. Sketching in fact is very easy and fun way to explore your creativity. Or instead of trying to build things on an actual 3D model, sketching is much more faster, versatile tool. You can do a lot of things with sketching. And to assist that, I would suggest you to buy these kind of scale models. The advantage with these kind of toys or scale models is it is always in front of you, instead of flipping through some magazine pages or checking some YouTube tutorials. Definitely those things also help, but there's something that will always be in front of you on your table, desk, shelf, whatever. And just by looking at it, you can observe different details into the model, and slowly it goes into your subconscious. And when you are sketching the next bike or next car, you will definitely register those details. Your brain or your hand will automatically start drawing those details. Second thing is, when you have these 3D models, you can visualize the bike or the car from different angles. I mean, how this bike looks from rear, how this bike looks from top view, how this bike looks from front view, how this bike looks from side view or three-quarter view. So all these angles are very, very critical when it comes to taking the sketching level to a professional quality where people can give you jobs. So this kind of 3D model definitely helps getting the details part of it. And apart from this, what I want to focus on today's video is, guys, sketching is not just about drawing ideas. Sketching is a tool to to improve your observation skills. That's why if you go to an art school, doing portraits is called human figure study. The nude models that they hire and try to sketch in a live class is basically called study, because the model is sitting in front of you and you are trying to draw the model as perfect, as realistic as possible, and that they call study because it's ultimately the observation skills that you are improving. It's ultimately the way you are understanding where the neck ends and where the shoulder blade starts, and how the proportions work between eyes, nose, and eyebrows, and chin, and mouth, and lips, and all those things. So, guys, do sketching. Sketching is something that you will learn and improve only by doing. There is very little scope of improving it if you're not touching that pencil on the paper. And to aid that sketching practice, these are some tools. Another thing that I want to introduce is this mannequin, which I also mentioned in one of the blogs. This mannequin thing helps a lot in understanding proportions, because when it comes to design, proportions are the essence of it. Proportions are taken very seriously. If your proportions are not right, then the same bike will look like a cartoon or a toy. It may not look like a realistic bike which can be driven on the road, right? So in this video, I would like to end this with some tips for you to help and improve sketching. So number one is, don't draw small. See this bike here, it's so tiny. I cannot see any details about this bike. I cannot even guess which model or which kind of bike it is. So guys, at least draw on an A4 and cover the full sheet with just one view and one bike. Second thing is, don't draw with light 0.5 or 0.7 pencil. Always draw with a good bold black sharp pencil with another sketch pen which you can use later to bold the highlights, because in such drawings the major strokes, the important strokes like the stroke on the tank or the body cover is very very critical. It gives a character, it gives a definition to your design. And the third thing is, don't sketch just one view. Sketching just one view means you are not getting into details. If you are taking design as a profession versus a guy who is a backbencher and not interested in the class and doing some doodling, there is a difference, right? And the only difference is, you are thinking day in day out about it. You are thinking at the manufacturing level, at the gearing level. So it's very very important to see your design from all the angles. So, and that is the reason why we end up doing 3D models. Actual 1:1 scale 3D models are built before a car goes into a prototyping stage, before a car is built actually. So sketching multiple views is the first step towards it. If I don't know how this bike will look from the top view or front or rear, this bike is not complete, right? So I'll conclude it with this thing, that yes, sketching is important, and yes, it is very easy to learn sketching. It's not that difficult. If you don't know how to sketch, definitely there are hundreds of methods to learn it. There are lots of tutorials available online or with PDFs or books. Third thing is, it will improve as and when you start sketching. Sketching is something that will improve only when you start sketching, only when you do regular sketching. Whenever you are sketching, follow these principles and see a drastic improvement in your quality. Number one, don't sketch small. Number two, don't sketch light, and don't sketch hazy lines. What I mean by light is, your line quality and strokes should be bold. You should be clearly able to tell that, okay, this is the line that I wanted to make, and it should be a crisp one line. Even if it is drawn from a bold marker, it's fine, but it should be a strong line. At least few lines in your sketch should be strong, like this. And third thing is, don't just let it go with one view. At least draw 3 views of the same bike. Visualize that thing from different angles. And fourth point, which is very important, is enjoy the process. Enjoy sketching as an observation tool. If you see something awesome, take a picture of it. Come back home, take your blank sheets and start sketching. Whatever you can sketch from your visual memory, sketch that, then again look at the picture, get some more details, try to sketch that again, do multi-layering, do the same sketch for next 2-3 days, and try to improve on your observations, try to do a lot of detailing into that sketch. And lastly, sketch. Yeah, there is no shortcut to it. Do 10-minute sketches, do 20-second sketches, do 2-hour sketches, do all sorts of sketches, whether it's human figure, whether it's bike, whether it's sketching some scenery or anything like that. Just by sketching, you will improve a lot on the observation skills, a lot on understanding the material aspects, the texture aspects, the lighting aspects, the human behavior aspect of things, the way things are engineered, the way things are built, the way things are connected to each other. So if I give you this example of this mannequin, see the way these joints are built, right? There's a screw going inside, there is a pin joint here, and at the same time there is a ball function. See, so all these things will be understood only when you draw, only when you try to get into the details of it, right? If you just look at it and don't pay attention to details, because you're not drawing it, you pay attention to details only when you are supposed to draw, only when you are trying to draw it, right? So drawing is that wonderful skill which will help you everywhere, and this is particularly true for visual communication disciplines. You start drawing and it will improve everything, right from your color sense, typography sense, sense of proportion, sense of scale, sense of balance, rhythm, harmony, contrast. Everything will start coming into picture. You will start understanding those small nitty-gritty things, and it will happen automatically as you start your sketching practice daily. Okay, so I hope this video helps you. I hope this video clear most of your doubts, and with this, bye bye, take care, see you in the next video.